Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Reshaping Our Reality TV. And this is Crystal here, back with another video. Today, we're going to talk about intuition versus ego, and I think that this is a very great subject to speak about because, um, most of us are more familiar with God and the devil. But with intuition versus ego, with more of spirituality versus religion, religions, Christianity or Baptist churches or, different churches and all of the different genres of Baptists and Methodists and things like that. I'm not knocking, but there's a lot of different religions out there. Um, Preach heaven and hell and heaven and hell, God and the devil. But where intuition is a voice, ego is a voice as well. And I look at it as intuition being the voice inside your head that's telling you the good things to do, and the ego is telling you the bad things. So is I guess you would present it as God or Satan. In my opinion, Satan is a vibration. The lowest vibration, the highest vibration is love. The lowest vibration is Satan. So there's a big difference between spirituality and religion-based beliefs. So let's get into it. Growing up, I watched TV a lot. My mind was bombarded by certain things, and we hear about God. We go to church, so I'm thinking God is in the church only. Watching cartoons, Tom and Jerry, or things of that nature. You see the angel on one side of the shoulder, the devil on the other side of the shoulder, and it represents balance. Which one are you going to listen to? So that's how I kind of see intuition and ego. I could say when I started having children, I would start to hear a voice, but I will always ignore it. And that's because when we're born and we grow up into this world that they have already prepared for us, in my opinion, knowing your intuition is not to be known. It's more of looking outside of yourself for a God that truly isn't there, because God is inside of you. Your intuition is God. It's inside of you. So you have that mind, those thoughts, and then you have the ego thoughts, the negative thoughts that are in your mind. When you have those negative thoughts, people often portray that as being the devil or Satan. And that could be, it's okay if you believe that, then that's your reality. But in my opinion, and what I call it, is the ego mind. So you have the intuition and the ego mind. And I used to always listen to the ego mind because that was what I guess my mind was trained and developed to listen to, more of my intuitional mind, even though I knew that it was good, but it was just buried deep down in there, and I ain't really care about it. And not listening to that intuition got me in a lot of trouble. I had to keep repeating cycles over and over and over again in order for me to understand like what's going on with my life. It's like making the same decisions, trying to look for a different outcome. So fast forward to now, I am in the process of really, really listening to my intuition. And it's really hard when you're used to listening to that ego mind and or thinking that you're listening to God, but you're really not, because well, I'm gonna say I've been programmed to believe that, God is outside of me. And sometimes I think that my ego mind was God. The ego mind is materialistic and it's all about me, 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 me. I want to do this. I want to do that. I want this fancy car. So now God is humbling me and teaching me, finally, after decades of me believing in something that was not accurate, that You know, your intuition is what you should be listening to, and you have to dig down deep. And thank goodness that now I understand, you know, angels and um, your guides. My angels are here to help me with that, so that I could listen to my intuition and do. It's like I'm in a point where everything is being, I'm starting over all over again, because of the brainwashing of me believing that God is outside of me and that my ego mind was my real self. And I was always a person of love people, do anything for people. Um, but now I really don't do that anymore, because, you know, I would be used and abused by people and stuff like that, you know, as far as being too nice. But I stop all that. But now there's a time in my life where God is like, you know what? The God self, the co-creator in me is like, you know what? It's time to start over. And I don't know what that looks like. I know where I want to be. I know what I want to do, but you know, I surrender to my intuition, my God self, so that I could be the highest version of myself. And I'm glad that I'm making this video because it's authentic. The first couple of videos were more so like scripted, and you know, as far as like writing down, but this is from the heart, because I always been a true genuine person and love God. God has been with me and has showed me things ever since I was a teenager about the world, everything. I don't know 100% of everything that goes on this 3D plane, but I know a big portion of it. And of course there can always be more to learn. And I couldn't wait to share with people who are willing to learn, to know. But is some of it is meant for me to know on how to move in the world, and some of it is to share and help people to ascend and to get rid of their to get rid of their lower vibration, and to raise high, like the chakra system. um you know, growing up, my chakra, now that I know about chakras, all of the chakras, all of them messed up my whole mind, body, and spirit. From being little, now everything has been shut down. There was no activation in none of them for me. There were times when doctors was like, "Ma'am, I don't know how you're alive," because I've been stressed out, depressed all my life until now. Um, and it's funny, you know, because I came a long way of survival. And the beauty in that is I can share with people now. It's genuine, it's from the heart, that I've been put on this earth to go through hell. Hell is in living in the 3D, going through hell, not dying and going through hell, because we all go through things. In my opinion, hell is the 3D world, and to ascend and become in tune with your highest vibration is heaven. That's my opinion. That's what I've studied. I've been studying for like 25-30 years, and that's my conclusion on to what I believe. And it's okay, because everybody have different opinions, and that's okay. I learn from everybody. So I will talk more about this in another video, but yeah, heaven, hell, God, devil, intuition, ego, I'm more towards the spiritual, because in my opinion, the religion, when I would get into religion, and I was thinking about this all day, it's like when you go to church and you're doing good, and then you stop going to church, so you form back into your regular self. And I know this is not for everybody, but me with this spirituality is like me being born again. That's what, you know, Christians believe in, being born again. And so I feel like this is the time where I will be more in letting my intuition lead, to continue to become the highest version of myself, so that I can live in that Garden of Eden, in that paradise. Not while I'm here. I mean, not when I pass away and gone, but here on earth. Heaven on earth is a real thing. And if you believe that, then this video is for you. This channel is for you, because we will be talking a lot about spirituality and the truths about how the world really is. And I have been a lifelong learner. I still have life to live, but I have studied and seen and joined a lot of different people and aspects, and it is just beautiful when God shows you through the midst of trials and tribulations. I don't know how I made it, but through the grace of the creator of this world, I'm still here. And I can finally share, after all these years of knowledge, I have the green light to finally start sharing with people so that they can grow. And this is not for the weak. You know, I feel like I've been through it so that you don't have to. That's how I feel. But we all have to put in the work to get to where we want to go. So with that being said, if you would like more information on intuition and ego, like, this is more of a freestyle video. I'm just going with the flow. But I feel so good making this video. It was on my mind all day. And that's how I view it. Intuitive living versus and living for my intuition, and dying to my ego self, and living in the present instead of living in the past and the future. That's the way God wants us to live, and then that way we can create the lives that we want. So thank you for listening to this video. Have a great night. God bless. I'll see you. Well, you'll hear from me in the next video. Bye bye.